creators. Showcase your media, craft, and/or promote your events on livevictoria.com and artsvictoria.ca. Our nonprofit, community-owned platform was designed by artists for artists to help showcase and document the amazing talent in our community. Your profile can be linked to your events, artist rosters, multimedia, and articles. All of this data forms a permanent archive hosted by VAPS, the Victoria Arts Promotion and Preservation Society.
Anyway, this will be Caribou from his album Suddenly, and this will be Like I Loved You, and hopefully nothing else will make me crazy.
Here at CFUV sometimes we make mistakes, and that's how you know we're not robots. Check us out online at cfuv.ca. And don't drop your phone on expensive recording equipment.
Alright guys, after a brief little moment of silence where I run from studio to studio, we are back in the studio with Jaxon Stocker, if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Pronounced correctly. Hey, baby.
Yeah, Jaxon, Jaxon, don't get it spelled wrong.
Phonetically aggressive.
Or he will find you.
No, I won't. Come on.
He'll hunt you down. He'll be, he starts at Kitty Islet, and then he'll run across the whole
And I work my way
and
north.
He's way north, exactly. Starts at the southernmost tip, and then beams it directly towards your location as soon as you see a post about him where his name is spelt incorrectly.
Yes.
I say this, but in email correspondence, I'm pretty sure I biffed up the name the first time, and then I had to send like a follow-up email being like, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it was the first email that you sent to me being like, hey, Jaxon, I would love to do a show.
Yeah, it was like a copy, complete like my copy paste that I sent to everybody, and then I just realized like how badly I messed up a couple seconds later, and I was like, no. I was like, they can't catch me lacking. They can't think that they can't think I'm not a patron of the arts.
Yeah, I have to be the music scene guy. I have to be the music scene guy.
Who am I to be if not the music scene guy? And then I mean, I guess I kind of showed my hand when Jaxon showed up to like get some pastries for my work, and then was like, yo, stoked to be on your show next week. And I was like, huh? Who?
Yeah.
And then all my coworkers were like, yeah, you know, that guy like comes in all the time. And I was like, really? I had no idea. I was like, well, you just caught me at like a perma zoned out place in time. But anyways,
I mean, it's always awkward trying to acknowledge people at work when you know them, but you don't really kind of like intimately know them. You just kind of know that they exist, and it's that weird kind of leeway of like, do I have a conversation with you? Do I keep moving about my day? Is that going to be rude? Is it rude to take your time up by having a conversation with you? You know,
I feel like I'm just going to go out on the record and say that it is always okay to approach me and have a conversation if you recognize me. If I look super zoned out, it's because I'm struggling to remember who you are.
Yeah.
And like, this is not to say, like, this is not to be like a massive flex of like, yeah, I just know so many people. I'll just get like really, really in my own head about things, and I'll just be staring blankly into empty space. And, you know, sometimes my friends change their haircuts like crazy, and I don't even recognize them at first. And like, I will have had like hours long conversations with these people, and like that slight shift, I'm like, I have no idea who that is. Who are you? Or I'll get a text and I'll just be like, oh, this could be one of numerous different names of people that I know that all have the same first name. And then I'll like, you know, spend hours trying to analyze who it could be. Anyways, thank you, Jaxon, for joining us on Pleasant Company Accepted, live on this Wednesday morning, here to share a batch of tunes, homegrown. Yeah, how's it going?
Yeehaw, yeah. Should I get started here?
Yeah, just jump right into it.
Sounds good. All right, this one's called Dog Piss. I'll be long gone tomorrow. You won't see me around. Stack me up beside all I've been known to be. As all we've built comes toppling down. Join me on my senseless bridge to nowhere. I'll take you right where you're trying to avoid. Broken up, turned around, left destitute. Mother won't recognize her darling little boy. Find me on the sidewalk, kick me down the drain. Tell me what you think of me, but just the bad parts, again and again. And I've seen myself on packages for Dane's cigarettes. As you've seen better days in your time. A lot of us disappointments as progeny. The downward turn of our family line. Find me in your compost, eating up your scraps, guzzling down the fat trap, making friends with rats, stuffed with unwanted envy, glazed with dog piss and other unmentionable things. You won't find what you've been looking for, but I will, I will, I will, I will, I will, I will. Yeah, that's a song written about how silly pessimism is.
Kicking it off loud this morning.
Yeah, sorry if I hurt anybody's precious little ears.
I was gonna say you sound checked earlier. You're like, yeah, this is about like as loud as it. And then I was like, you hit me with that. I was like, okay, let me adjust the mix real quick. How's the mix? How's the mix in your ears?
Oh, it sounds good.
Okay,
sounds good.
beauty.
Yeah, no, sorry. I kind of realized after we did the sound check.
No,
I was like, oh, maybe that's.
This is what the listeners tune into. They listen. They tune into notes on live mixing.
Yeah, baby.
How's the mix?
Baby.
How's the mix sounding? A little more guitar in the ears, a little more vocals. What are we?
Call in and let us know how the mix is.
Hey, if you're listening, text what is it? 250-721-8700. That was just off the top of my head. I don't know if that's the actual. Can we get a fact check? If that's the station number.
The random number generator.
The random number generator. I hope I didn't just leak someone's phone number. And then just like everyone's gonna have to go and like spam some random number. Oh, I was right. Excellent. That's the station number. Excellent. So text me if the mix sucks.
And here's another test for such a mix.
Thank you.
Excellent. When I'm around you, I look at the floors you predict my every tale. But by midnight you're gone, and as the morning comes along, I'm wondering how you know me so well. I call you up, ask how you're doing, and you talk at length, great escapades. And I won't forget that you ain't happy with the bed I have made. It's a silly contest to try not to confess the way I feel for you. But if flowers won't do, if letters make you blue, well, I'd be the postman to your doorstep. And you know, I'd say, hello, my darling. Yes, I've been waiting, but I ain't been waiting too long. I'd wait millions of dog years. My notebooks, they'd all be dog-eared, the ones that hold those memories of you. You call me up, you ask how I'm doing, and I'll tell you about Dune or some dumb shit. And darling, if you're tired, I'll be dead, blushed and weary, and you're welcome to meet me on my doorstep. And when you do, you know I'd say, hello, my darling. Yes, I've been waiting, but I ain't been waiting too long. I'd wait millions of dog years as my notebooks all get dog-eared, the ones that hold all these memories of you. I'd wait millions of dog years. My notebooks, they'd all be dog-eared, the ones that hold these memories of you.
That was gorgeous.
It's not over yet!
Oh no! Ah!
Woo!
It's a duet.
There we go. Now you can talk.
I was gonna say, radio, like all things in life, is an improvisational art.
I tried to, as it was going, I knew you were gonna think it was over. So I tried holding up my finger, being like, "Oh,
listen,
just you wait, Michael."
Listen, I should have gotten the cue. Rookie mistake.
It's
mistake.
All good, baby. All good.
This is why, yeah. You know, that was gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
Thanks,
I was like, that was so beautiful.
Thank you.
Especially my contribution. That was.
That's when I wrote. So in September, I took a kind of single kind of road trip around kind of Western Canada, visiting some family and camping out and whatnot. And it was kind of right after I released my last album there, Songs About You and Dog Piss. And usually after an album, I have kind of like a burnout phase of like not writing anything. But that kind of came to me in a moment of I don't know, just kind of excitement and anticipation with what the world did have to offer. So yeah, fun little thing there.
Fun, beautiful, pretty little song. That was awesome.
Thanks, Marco.
Yeah. So speaking of road trips, all around? What did the road trip entail?
Yeah, it was kind of the first week I spent up in the Kootenays with my family, on my dad's side of the family. They came down to my dad's hometown of Crawford Bay, and we all hung out there for a week and, got pissed up and had a good time, as you do in family reunions. And then after that went to Banff to Calgary, where I have some family. Calgary to Dinosaur Provincial Park. Dinosaur to Cypress Hills Interprovincial. Cypress Hills to Grasslands. And then Grasslands National Park, just for anybody listening, is possibly the worst place on earth. Do not go there. Do not do it. It is a horrible idea, and you will, you won't have a good time. So just take it from Uncle Jackson,
Grasslands. Wait, is it
Grasslands National Park in southern Saskatchewan
is a terrible place.
Yeah. It's a terrible place. It's a terrible place.
It's a horrible, terrible place.
That it is.
Yeah. You heard it here first, folks. We do not stand Grasslands National.
It made me turn around and go home. It was very distressing. It was a bad day. It was a bad day in general.
It was just like flat and full of grass?
It was flat, full of grass, bison turds that were like a foot by a foot, enough crickets. I'm not an especially, I'm not especially empathetic towards bugs a lot of the time, but there were there were enough crickets on the front of my vehicle and grasshoppers to make me, ponder the, what have I done? Like, I felt bad for the amount of bugs that were on the front of my vehicle writhing within an inch of their lives.
Oh, no.
And I just, it was a bad day. It was a really bad day. It was a bad day. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah, Do you want to take it away to the next track?
Sure, yeah.
Let's do that.
I'll go with the next. This is a somewhat this is as known of a song as I have with friends. So if you're listening and you know the song, sing along, because I hope I'll hear you. Riding these trails without you gets lonesome. The whispers in wind sound like you're calling my name, and I'm chewing the shit out of another toothpick. I got no idea if you feel the same. I'm a dog shit cowboy. There are 3 things that I need. Number 1 is your sweet loving. 2 and 3 are rice and beans. Occasionally I wonder where you're roaming. I see your face in every crowd I pass. On nights of bright stars and quiet moments, I need you, but all I've got's this pain in my ass. I'm a dog shit cowboy. There are 3 things that I need. Number 1 is your sweet loving. 2 and 3 are rice and beans. I'm a poet when I want to be, and a drunkard just the same. I wander through these old wood trails till I hear you call my name.
The mouth trumpet was insane. I hope our listener base appreciates some good mouth trumpet. That was impressive.
Yeah, I mean, in the recording, I play it with a stylophone. But you know, a man only has two hands, so you know.
So mouth trumpet must be done.
That's what you're getting, and you better not complain.
It's quite like with the stylophone. I don't. Does clap your hands say yeah? Use stylophone.
They must at some point.
It sounds like they would. I was gonna say them. I know the unicorns. You heard the unicorns?
Yeah.
It's so Campbell River guys too.
Campbell River
guys. They moved unicorns cover out of nowhere. That would be crazy.
I could do that if you want. I could do that next.
Can you?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Wait. That would be.
I dove into that freezing sea with a parasite attached to me. I hope the salt below would give us what was wet above. But league after league, it yet remains for the fleshy vessel I kept it sustained. And so we froze a while, surrounded by one big tear, which only reminded me of a former past. But we weren't welcome. The sea made that clear by filling us with saline and sending us blue back into you choked as you surfaced, all tangled in seaweed. But what remained of the driving intent that led me to try such watery depths? Many things have betrayed me between there and here, and my memory is so effing unclear. Who was I with? What time was it? And where? Who was I with? What time was it? And where did you go?
That was one of the most impressive things I've seen in a I was like, that song is crazy to cover. I was like, that is numerous multifacets from one Van Island boy.
Yeah.
Or a group of Van Island boys to another. That's wicked. That's so cool.
Thanks, Marco.
That's
Thanks.
killer. That is killer. You know, radio is an improvisation, all right. Once again.
Yeah.
Right on, man. Wow.
Thank you. Yeah.
I was talking a bit with Jaxon prior to getting on the air about Kitty Islet, which we've come to figure out is not actually a horrible place, is it?
No, it's one of my favorite places in the world. Actually, it's for those who don't know what Kitty Islet is. It's a little, I guess islet in kind of the south of Oak Bay. and there's like there's a little kind of rocky outcropping with some like little like chairs on it and stuff, and it's delightful.
So as opposed to what the song title may suggest.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that was like one song that I saw everyone like posting, posting about on their Instagram stories. Wow, it can make me sound any less of a zoomer. Wow, I see people posting on the interwebs that they're digging that song, and so I remember that was the first song of yours that I checked out.
Yeah.
And then promptly biked all the way down Beach Drive or whatever it is to Kitty Islet and checked it out, and it was like I guess it must have been maybe early September or like crazy late August.
Yeah.
And then I was trying to have like a deep and introspective conversation on the islet, and it was just like blistering hot heat, and there's no place to look for shade, and I was genuinely like, is this place actually horrible? Like, and I feel like maybe I just caught it on a bad day.
You definitely caught it on a bad day, because I had one of the best deep and I guess intro and outro spective conversations of my life there, which is what the song is about. Because it's not actually a horrible place. It's just it's a song about longing and about just. It's so close, but it's not there, player.
Yeah, it's yearning tunes.
Yeah, baby.
Yearning tunes is what we love here.
Yeah.
More people should yearn. It's an underrated.
It's
an underrated feeling.
Don't get me started.
Yearning is important in everyone's life. You got to yearn for something.
There's got to be something more than this, you know.
Yeah, people have written fantastic books about the yearning. Grief is a form of yearning.
Let's just go. This is great radio. Let's go over all the forms of yearning.
All the forms of yearning. Hunger is a form of yearning. Love could be yearning. Maybe your love is fulfillment of yearning. You could say, I love hamburgers when you fulfilled your yearning for food.
Excellently put, Marco. I'm going to save you from this, and we're going to start another song now.
Save me from getting too pseudo-philosophical on the radio.
It's too early.
We're going to get people like texting in just being like, dude, I did not. This is not what I tuned my dial to CFUV 101.9 FM for. I didn't hear it.
I'm just trying to have my sausage and egg McMuffin, and you're messing
this
up
guy
the vibes,
saying
Marco.
hunger is a form of yearning. And it's just like, well, there we go.
All right, this next one here, I actually have not played for anybody. So, Marco, you're the first ears that will ever get to hear this. Lover, the truth is, I come to you toothless, though the weather is cold and ruthless this long winter. And though I'll see you in my dreams, when you're in my arms it seems that you're a light I might like to keep. So batten the hatches down as the storm sweeps through town. I will swim or I will drown next to you. Spring will come soon, and on some bright afternoon, when your sweet voice tells me to leave my room, I will follow your word. You will know when you've been heard, and should the rain come back, I'll save you from that hurt. We will find the right ways as the rain flies at us sideways, and I will shield you as you shielded me too.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
Oh,
It's a
that
short
was
one.
gorgeous. I love the little melody throughout the verse there. That's
Thank you.
quite pretty.
Thank you, Marco.
We're always here for some pretty tunes. Is that one That's unreleased. Is that unreleased?
That's unreleased. Yeah, that one and the Hello Darlin' and the next one that I'm gonna play are all thus far unreleased. But I'm cooking a little something up.
Are they like new conceptions of yours, or are they have antiquity?
No, like Hello Darlin', like I said, was made back in September. Lover the Truth Is, which was that one. Actually, it doesn't really have a name yet, and I don't like that name. I think that's like an overly mouthy name. Like there's too much movement in that. But it'll be named something eventually. And that was written. I finished that about a week ago. And was thinking that I was gonna like post it somewhere, but then I was like, no, I'm gonna let that be a special moment between me and Marco. And I think it was. I think we've grown closer over the minute and a half that was.
That was a little bonding there. Yeah. I felt pretty touched.
We made eye contact.
Personally. Yeah, we made eye contact. He sang it the whole time. It was addressed to me. That's the crazy part. It's not often
the truth is.
It's not often that I have people professing their love for me on the radio. In fact, actually, this tends to be a frequent dissuader of potential suitors on the radio show. They're like, well, if things go sideways, like we know the first person he's going to tell is the entirety of Victoria's populace. I was like, oh yeah, that is that's the case. Oh wow, I like completely lost my train of thought. It was going to be something really thoughtful and
that's all good
and thought provoking and probably riveting.
We all know you're thoughtful, right?
I was gonna say, like, you and I obviously seem to have a completely different conception of what recency is, because for me, September was like yesterday. Like that was like yesterday when I rolled out of bed in the morning. I checked the clock and it was September 1st, and then now all of a sudden it's like January something. So
yeah, I don't know. Time moves pretty. I don't know. I feel like time moves pretty fast for me. It moves fast, but because I'm always like doing stuff, I feel as though, like, I don't know, like recency would be like within the year is kind of like recent-ish.
Yeah, but isn't that like a relative kind of thing? Because like we just started the year, so within the year would be like, or you say within one whole year of the date. I don't know. I was gonna say if I like wrote a song in September, I'd be like, yeah, wrote this one like last week. And yeah,
fresh little John for you.
Fresh little tune for me. I was like, this is the brand new batch of songs. It's like, okay, yeah, I've had them for like 8 months.
Yeah,
like, chill. What do you expect? This is a slow creative process.
No, I'm trying to make stuff more. I don't know. I'm trying to do more as far as music goes, because I don't know. I just feel like you throw enough stuff at the wall, eventually something's gonna stick. And I feel like for me, I get so bogged down in like it has to be perfect. It has to be exactly how I imagined it. And so this last year of like releasing 2 little albums last year was a bit of an exercise in just like find something that you enjoy and work on it until you're either tired of it or it's like good enough, and then throw it out there and move on, not getting hung up on things for too long.
I was gonna ask like briefly if we don't mind like this quick little interview / whatever conversation section that we're doing right now. I was gonna say regarding like the album art for songs about you, and then in brackets and dog piss. Yeah. Who did that?
So that was my friend Emma. You can find her Instagram at, I believe it's ems_illustrations, or I can't remember exactly what it is, but yeah, it's my friend Emma. She is delightful. She did the album cover for both of the ones that I put out last year, and she killed it on both fronts. I gave her like 2 words for each of them, and she immediately pulled exactly what I like wanted out of them. It was pretty awesome. And so big shout out to Emma. She is she's pretty rad.
Yeah, and it's like a watercolor little painting, is it?
Yeah. I think it's On Quiet Evenings was pastels, and then I believe Songs About You and Dog Piss was all watercolors. It looks like, at least.
Yeah, it's so pretty. It's like this dog I'm gonna do a visual.
Paint a picture for us.
Paint a picture. It is a dog sitting in a field of red flowers, watching the sun, the auburn sun, go down behind some light flutters of red clouds hanging wistfully in the evening sun.
Marco, you're just made for radio.
I'm made for radio.
Right on.
Anyways, Jackson, you got a few more tracks for us today?
Yeah. I can play till you ask me to quit. This one as well. I haven't really played for except for Dane. I played it for Dane, but that's because we're starting a band and we're playing this one together. So yeah, this is a unreleased one to everyone except for Dane Petrakis. That sounds off. Sorry, let me. Okay, sorry. Take two. This time I won't be the strongest man, but I'll know just who I am, and I will always know you. In time you may get away from me, may never see me down on bended knee, but no, I wanted to. Wrap me in twine, send me down river, level your tired eyes as you stand and deliver the old news about how the mad sea took you. Twisted your body up and through the waves of thought that we both knew would come back eventually. They left no room for me and no chance to feed among the entropic greed of your undertow. That's that one. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Just
A little. That's gorgeous. Got a nice build at the end, damn, too.
Yeah. I mean, the goal is like when it starts to build a little bit is to get Dane thumping on them drums, and then it kind of takes off from there. And
So you've got a band you're workshopping.
we're workshopping it. I have a little just like studio basement suite, and it is like 30% of it is taken up by my bed, 30% of it is taken up by the kitchen, 30% of it is Dane's drums, and then there's like a bathroom that's about 10% of it.
That's nice, and you guys are gonna push towards that kind of like Americana sort of sound, or what sort of stuff are you thinking of?
Hey, quit trying to put us in a
Okay,
box,
you know what?
Marco.
I'm
Come
sorry,
on,
guys.
No, I'm joking. We're just kind of farting around, playing what we feel like. Like we're both pretty new to playing with other people. Like I had a band for probably 2 or 3 months a couple of years ago, but that was kind of the only real time that I played with other people in any big capacity. And so, right now we're just kind of, like I said, just playing around, kind of figuring out what we enjoy playing, figuring out what we can play as well. You know, it's a big limiter right now. But we really want to do a cover of Sea Ghost because we think that would be fun. But that's a little while down the line because there's a lot of weird little timing bits to get in with that. But it's a fun one for sure.
Where you will be ripping the stylophone.
Yeah. I mean, my dream is just to be able to, well, not like my dream, but like I think it would be really fun, and I think I would be able to like put on the best show of like being in a band where I don't have to like play any instruments. I can just like be a dumbass. Oh, sorry, be dumb and
it's okay.
and sing and like dance around and look like a fool. 'Cause I'm pretty good at doing that anyway. But you know, if people came out and watched that'd be fun.
Be dumb, sing, look like a fool.
Yeah. And wear funny hats.
Wear funny hats. Wear funny hats. What more could you want?
What more could a boy dream for?
What more could a boy dream for? Isn't that the goal? Every frontman starts, and then you've noticed that no frontman ever gains instruments.
No.
Every lead singer seems to somehow lose their instruments halfway through the band's career.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, so this guy really just wants to goof off, huh?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just that the loading process for loading all the stuff into the venue is just so cumbersome that the lead singer is just at a certain point like, okay, listen, like I don't need a guitar. I don't need keys.
It's very rare that that a musician who is loading his own instruments into a venue is the one who's not, who's big enough to be able to afford having, 3 guitarists and doesn't have to use it anymore.
Yeah, that's true. I was just gonna like bring up. I mean, if you look at like 1975, the 1975 trajectory, Matty Healy has been consistently losing the amount of instruments he plays on stage. Now to the point that he just like dances around and crawls into televisions and stuff. And the rest of the band still has like the bassist still has a bass.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, lead singers need to grow a back, get a backbone.
I mean, I fully agree, but I hope to lose mine.
It's not all crowd work. Only do crowd work the entire show.
Yeah, isn't that just the dream? Just to go up there and be a silly little fella, and people are like, yeah, woo!
It's to be free. Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, no. People will more frequently forget the guitarist or bassist name than the lead singer. So
exactly,
it's power. It's power to have.
It's power.
Rid yourself of your instruments, your mortal coils.
I think it would even be fun to have like everybody spotlighted on stage.
Yeah.
And then me not, and just be like pitch black, and so I'm just like dancing and being a dumbass for nobody.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
or just like dress yourself in like the stage crew outfit, which is just all black, but like the rest of the band gets like funky outfits.
Yeah.
And you just run like darting between spotlights. That would be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, to dance is to be free. And speaking of that, I'm going to do it like a seamless transition into some events for the week, which is actually kind of crazy.
Meow.
Yeah, wow. That was like... So other areas where you can dance and be free. We have Indie Sleaze Night Volume 3 happening at Herman's Upstairs, and that's going to be on Friday, January 26th. On Saturday, which is January 27th, we have Black Treacle, Slugger, and God Loves Rabbits, and they're playing The Layaway. That's going to be a really fun show, so you guys should check that out. And then after that, Nima and Tuck from Hillsborough are hosting this really sick vinyl DJ set at Botched Vintage, which is like a new vintage shop that has popped up kind of a little up Fort Street. And they're going to be spinning tunes from like 10 p.m. till 2 a.m. That was all off the dome.
That's impressive.
I'm going to try to go to all 3 of those events that I just shouted out if I don't burn myself out completely by the first, which also equally has a high likelihood of happening. That concludes my little schedule rambling.
Get
for
out
today.
there, get out there and dance yourself clean, guys.
Dance yourself clean. Speaking of dance yourself clean, this is a crazy name drop.
Boop, 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 boop.
Pleasant Company Accepted is actually just like a dance yourself clean, like It was like they say present company accepted like 1 million times in that track.
Oh, what? Whoa.
There you go.
Oh.
So that
no, totally.
That's a mind melter right there.
Okay, that's sick. Okay, that totally checks out.
Yeah. Anyways, here to do a Dance Yourself Clean cover, Jaxon Stocker. With an acoustic guitar, it would be like the most annoying.
That would be horrible.
It'd be spoken word. Do 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 do. It's all a cappella. Dance Yourself Clean cover.
Yeah. No, I'll take a pass on that one.
Yeah, we are rounding out on the 47-minute mark of the broadcast, or I guess 50-minute mark if we really want to jump the gun on that. How about how many tunes do you want to?
I could dust another one off.
Yeah, let's dust another one off.
Okay, I'll do another cover because that was fun last time, and this one's pretty fun. It's pretty loud, so you know,
I'll adjust the mix.
Protect your delicate ears. But this is a cover of Tom Waits's "Lucky Day" off of The Black Rider, which was a weird album that he put out in the 90s in collaboration with his wife Kathleen and beat writer William S. Burroughs. So it's a weird one, but I love it so much, and I get to get super loud. So here's that. Happiest girl in all the world is in a little Spanish town, but I left her for a bonny lass, and I told her I'd see her around, but that bonny lass and her heart of glass could not hold a candle to bumming around. So don't cry for me, though I'm going away. I'll be back some lucky day. Tell the boys back home that I'm doing just fine. I have left all my troubles and woe. So sing about me, though I can't come home. I have many more miles to go. Why, there's Miss Kelsey. She taught dance in our school, and old Johnny O'Toole. I'll still beat you at pool. So don't cry for me, though I'm going away. I'll be back some lucky day. Well, when I was a boy, my daddy set me on his knee, and he told me many things. He said, son, there's a lot of things in this world that you're gonna have no use for. But when you get blue and you've lost all your dreams, there's nothing like a campfire and a can of beans. Why, there's Miss Kelsey. She taught dance in our school, and old Johnny O'Toole. I'll still beat you at pool. So don't cry for me, though I'm going away. I'll be back some lucky day. So don't cry for me, though I'm going away. I'll be back some lucky day.
Never in my less than a year of broadcasting did I think that we'd be like shredding a Tom Waits cover. This is hilarious. It's so good. His voice is like everyone. We were talking earlier up when we were grabbing like tea and coffee, that Tom Waits just kind of gets typecast like in movies to just play Tom Waits. Isn't that the most like affirming thing ever.
Yeah, you got. I mean, like I imagine if everybody on Earth just wanted you to be you at all times.
They're like, no, what you're doing is perfect. And there's like, no, like trust me, I'm a character. I can play a character. You don't understand. Like I've been training. Like I went to Juilliard? Yeah, I went to Juilliard. Like I'm an act, and they're like, no, don't worry, you're doing just fine.
Just do the voice. Just
do the voice. It's like, what voice? And they're like, exactly.
I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy.
I remember like probably at a very young impressionable age watching Tom Waits compilations, like just of him on talk shows. I was like, I don't know what sort of like damage that must have done to me as a young boy. Just like,
yeah, I did the exact same thing.
And my voice was like, hey, what's up, guys? And then doing like a Tom Waits guy, like, hoist that rag. I don't think I could like nearly kill the voice.
The earth died screaming.
Yeah. Tom Waits, what a fine.
He's the man. He is the man.
The dude. Well, not the dude, but a dude.
Yeah.
Do you want to give us one more track?
Sure. Yeah.
And just close out the broadcast.
I'm trying to think. It's that thing where your parents are like, Jax, play us a song. Please. And I'm like, I know songs, but I can't think of a single other one that I know how to play.
I did stump you. I'm sorry.
No, I can try. I haven't played this for ages. I can try playing that one.
I won't win.
One.
Yeah.
I won't win to blow.
Oh, dude.
I can try playing this one. We'll see how it goes.
Friend of the station.
Really, Phil Elverum's a friend of the station?
I think if you look behind you somewhere, there should be a Mount Erie poster somewhere.
I would look behind me, but I'm afraid
don't do it.
of hitting any of this equipment that I will do it later.
Do it later.
But sounds good. Okay, so this is me trying some Phil Elverum, who is like a huge inspiration for me, and it's so cool to hear that he has been here or just around. Anyway, Here we go. The thunder clouds broke up, the rain dried up, the lightning lit up, the clacking shutters just shut up. There's no black or white, no change in the light, no night, no golden sun. The sound of cars, the smell of bars, the awful feeling of electric heat, and the fluorescent lights, they sacrifice. There's hard feelings, there's pointless waste. Want wind, to blow. My clothes are free, sweep me off my feet, pick me up, don't bring me back. Oh, where I can see they've passed by me, I have no head to hold in grief. But there's no hope for me, I've been set free, there's no seas. There's no ship on my seas. Yeah, thanks everybody for listening to this childhood dream of mine. This has been pretty awesome. Thank you. Marco's just kind of looking at me from the other room. I don't know if I'm still on or not. Oh no, he's talking. We're good. We're happy.